Lesson number 8. Possessive case and possessive pronoun. In this lesson we will learn about possessive case and possessive pronouns in details. But before we start this lesson, we must revise the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we learned that there are two kinds of females. First, female for living things, and we learned that some females are totally different from males. For example, aurat, female, and mard, male. And there are some living things which we make female just after adding ha, that sounds h in English. And we add this in the word which is male and usually derived from Arabic and works as subject ism fa'il, as qatila, killer female, while qatil, killer male. And if any male word ends with a, that is alif in Urdu, in this case we will change a into e while converting that thing into a female, as we convert from ladka to ladki. So ladka means boy and ladki means girl. And some things are always used as male things only, as cheetah, and there are some other things which are always used as female, as cheel. And the second kind of female is female for non-living things. In this part we will learn that the noun which ends with a or ha, that is alif and ha, we generally consider it to be male, as pankha. Likewise, names of days are used as male, except Thursday, Jumeirah. And names of months also are used as male except January, February, May, and July. Likewise, minors are used as male except for silver, chandi, silver, chandi. And the word which ends with e, that is ya in Urdu, usually these things are used as female. For example, khidki. Likewise, every star and galaxy is used as male except the earth, I mean zameen. So zameen word is used as female. And the name of the books, languages and periods are used as female. Likewise, non-living things which end with t, that is ta in Urdu, is used usually as a female thing, like barsat. Likewise, all the words that are derived from Persian and end with the sound of she, I mean sheen, these words generally used as female. For example, barish. Now, let us do the exercise. In this exercise, you will just see the name of things and you will decide if it is male or female. But before that, you must revise the previous lesson about male and female. And now the today's lesson. In this lesson, I will learn about possessive case in details. Before we start, we should know what possessive case means actually. The possessive case is used for showing possession, I mean ownership. The possessive case applies to nouns, pronouns, and determiners. With a noun, the possessive case is usually shown by preceding it with of or by adding apostrophe s or just apostrophe to the end. The possessive case pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, etc. And the possessive case determiners are my, your, his, her, etc. Before we go into the depth of possessive case, we must know three sounds, as it will be very helpful to always understand the lesson easily. And these three sounds are a, e, a. A, e, a. First of all, we will talk about a. A. This is always used with singular male. And now e, e. This sound is always used with singular and plural female. While a, the third sound, which is used for three meanings. Number 1, with singular male to give respect. Number 2, with plural male. And number 3, with singular male when there is a preposition with it. Usage of possessive case. Based on the above mentioned sounds, we use three words for possessive case. And these three words are ka, ki, ke. Ka, ki, ke. These are used in possessive case. In possessive cases, first, we put the person for whom the thing is, I mean owner. And then we put ka, ki, ke, according to the need. After that, we put the thing or the object. In this case, the possessive case will be person plus ka, ki, ke plus object. Now let's see the example. Zaid's brother, or brother of Zaid. So here, Zaid is a person and the brother is an object. In this case, we will say in Urdu, Zaid ka bhai. Zaid ka bhai. Zaid and then ka. After that, bhai. Zaid ka bhai. And the second example is his book. So, he is the person and book is the object. In this case, we will say uski kitab. Uski kitab. Us ki kitab. Now, let's know when to use ka, when to use ki, and when to use ke. So, first we will learn about ka. Ka is used when something, I mean object, is male and singular. As you will say, uska beta. Uska beta. Uska beta. In English, his son. Uska madrasa. Uska madrasa. Uska madrasa. Her school. Unka ghar. Unka ghar. Unka ghar. Their home. Zaid ka bhai. Zaid ka bhai. Zaid ka bhai. Zaid's brother. Sana ka kapda. Sana ka kapda. Sana's cloth. In these examples, we see that beta, madrasa, ghar, bhai, and kapda. These are object and are singular male. That is why we have used ka with them. Please listen carefully. Always remember that in using ka, ki, and ke, we always consider the object, not the owner. As you saw in the above examples that her and Sana are female, but we used ka because kapda and madrasa, these are male singular objects. And now we'll talk about ki. Ki is always used with female singular and plural both. As we say, uski car, uski car, uski car, his car, uski gaadi, uski gaadi, uski gaadi, her vehicle, unki maa, their mom, Zaid ki bahan, Zaid ki bahan, Zaid ki bahan, Zaid's sister, Noor ki muskurahat, Noor ki muskurahat, Noor ki muskurahat, Noor's smile, Abdullah ki kitabein, Abdullah की किताबें, Abdullah की किताबें, Abdullah's books or books of Abdullah. In these examples, we see that car, gaadi, maa, behan, muskurahat and kitabein. These are female. That is why we have used ki with them. And now we'll talk about K. K. We use K for four meanings. First, with male plural. For example, unke gharon, unke gharon, their homes. Uske bhaiyon, his brothers. Uske kapdon, her clothes. In these examples, gharon, bhaiyon and kapdon are male plural. That is why we have used K with them. Second, K is used with singular male to give respect. As we say, uske abbu, uske abbu, uske abbu, her father. Uske chacha, his uncle. Zaid ke dada or Zaid ke nana, Zaid's grandfather. In these examples, we see that Abbu, Chacha, Dada or Nana, these are male singular, but they are respected to us. That is why we have used K with them. And now we'll talk about the third meaning. So the third meaning is when there is any preposition like mein, par, upar, niche, daएं, बाएं, etc. with the object, and that object is male singular or plural. At that time we will say K. For example, उसके सर पर, उसके सर पर, on his head. उसके कंधे पर, उसके कंधे पर, in her shoulder. उनके थैले से और उनके झोले से, उनके थैले से और झोले से, उनके थैले से, उनके झोले से, from their bag. In these examples, we see that sir, that is object. The actual meaning of his head will be uska sar. But after that, we see that sar is male singular, and with it there is a preposition, and that preposition is par. So we will just change uska sar into uske sar. So in this way, and always say uske sar par, not uska sar par. And the same is with kandhe, thaile or jhole. Always remember that we will always use ki when something is female singular or female plural, both. For example, if I say on his book, in this case we will always say uski kitab par. Uski kitab par, not uska kitab par or uske kitab par. And now we'll talk about the fourth meaning. When there are two possessive situations, that is called muzaf dar muzaf in Urdu language. It means that there is something that is object of a possessive case which is already in possessive case. As you say, the key of Zaid's room. Here we see that key is for the room and room is already in possessive case because it is related to Zaid. In this way, there are two possessive things at a time. First, room that relates to Zaid, and this is the first possessive, and second is key that is for room, and this is the second possessive. If such situation comes and that thing is male, at that time we will use K. In this way, the two possessive at one time will be said in Urdu as follows. Zaid ke bhai ki chabi. Likewise, Zaid ke bhai ka ghar. Zaid ke bhai ka ghar. So, first we will use ke, but in the second, when we have to use ka ke ki, then we use the ka or ki according to the object. So in the first example, I have used ki because of chabi, and in the second example, I have used ka because of ghar. Summary. And now the summary of what we learned till now. In possessive case, we have the following structure. Person plus ka, ki, ke plus object. We also learned that in possessive case, we use three words and they are ka, ki, ke. So, ka is used when object is male and singular, and ki is used with singular and plural female both. While ke has four meanings. First, ke is used with male plural. Second, ke is used with a singular male to give respect. Third, when there is any preposition with the object, it must be a male. And fourth, when there are two possessive at one times, muzaf dar muzaf. And now we are going to learn some new words with their meanings of possessive pronouns. So, first one is his or her. Uska, uski, uske. His or her. Both are used in the meaning of uska, uski, uske. When the object is male and singular, we use uska. As you say, uska qalam, his pen, or her pen, uska qalam. And when the object is female singular or plural, we use uski. As you say, uski behan, uski behan, his sister or her sister. Uski kitabein, uski kitabein, his books or her books. And now uske. Uske is used for four meanings. First, when the object is male and plural. As you say, uske thaile, uske thaile, or uske bag, his bags, or her bags. Second, when the object is male and singular and we want to give respect. For example, uske abbu, uske abbu, his father or her father. Third, when the object is male and there is a preposition with it. For example, uske mez par, uske mez par, on his desk or on her desk. Fourth, uske is used when there are two prepositions at one time and that thing is male. As we say, uske ghar ki chabi, uske ghar ki chabi, the key of his home or the key of her home. And now we'll talk about their. And there is also used in three meanings. I mean, unka, unki, unke. You can say unka, unki, unke. These are used in the meaning of their in Urdu language. We will use these meanings with the same differences which we learned in uska, uski, uske. For example, unka qalam, unka qalam, their pen. Unki kitab, unki kitab, their book. Unke abbu, their father. And now we'll talk about your. Your has the following meanings with respect. Aapka, aapki, aapke, aapka, aapki, aapke. And without respect, tumhara, tumhari, tumhare, tumhara, tumhari, tumhare. Likewise, with anger or with close friends, tera, teri, tere, tera, teri, tere. We will use these meanings with the same differences which we learned in uska, uski and uske. Examples: aapka qalam, tumhara qalam and tera qalam. Your book, aapki kitab, tumhari kitab and teri kitab. Your father, aapke abbu, tumhare abbu, tere abbu. And now we'll talk about my. So, my means mera, meri, mere. Mera, meri, mere. And we will use these meanings with the same differences which we learned in uska, uski and uske. For example, my pen, mera qalam, my book, meri kitab, my father, mere abbu. And now we'll talk about our. So our means hamara, hamari, hamare, hamara, hamari, hamare. Here also we'll use these meanings with the same differences which we learned in uska, uski and uske. For example, our pen, hamara qalam, our book, hamari kitab, our father, hamare abbu. And now it's time to learn some new daily used sentences. हाँ, जी हाँ, yes, हाँ और जी हाँ. नहीं, जी नहीं, नहीं और जी नहीं, no. जी ज़रूर, जी ज़रूर, जी ज़रूर, yes of course. हरगिज़ नहीं, हरगिज़ नहीं, no way. अच्छी बात है, अच्छी बात है. Good, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बहुत अच्छी बात है. Very good. खुश आमदीद, खुश आमदीद. Welcome. आपका इस्तकबाल है, आपका इस्तकबाल है. You're welcome. And now the exercise time. Please understand the lesson properly before you do the exercise, as it is based on the lesson we have learned just now. So you have to translate these sentences from English to Urdu. So the sentences are: my father is ill today. My father is ill today. Yesterday, Shyam's sister was not present in the class. Yesterday, Shyam's sister was not present in the class. Rehan's book is on the table. Rehan's book is on the table. Aisha's mom was there. Aisha's mom was there. The key of my brother was in the pocket. The key of my brother was in the pocket. The fan of my room was stopped. The fan of my room was stopped. Their homework was not completed. Their homework was not completed. His pen is in my bag. His pen is in my bag. Her home is not away from here. Her home is not away from here. Your car is so beautiful. Your car is so beautiful. My son was not hardworking. My son was not hardworking. Our sons are doctors. Our sons are doctors. That's all today.